Beautiful, Colombia. Beautiful, beautiful.
Hello, welcome, namaste, bienvenidos to a new chapter of Now Serving Love. We dedicate this time to talk to individuals who have chosen to use their talents and their voice to uplift the collective consciousness. We are extremely blessed to be with you today. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I'm super grateful to share the space with all of you. It feels so good to be able to share through this channel. Today, I'm going to change a little bit of the format we've been using, the interview format. And I want to share 7 pillars to maintain balance during this pandemic or during any moment of crisis. I will start by saying that the world is, generally speaking, slowing down. It's forcing us to take a moment, to take a pause, to look around, to make inventory of the blessings, to be more aware of the details, and to realize that within each one of us, there is infinite wealth and health and richness. So to tune in with that in this moment, I'll start by sharing a story of Yogananda, Paramahansa Yogananda. If you don't know, Yogananda is the author of Autobiography of a Yogi, a wonderful book that I highly recommend it. That's where most people know Yogananda from, but it's a vast universe with Yogananda. It's a story I heard some time ago, and especially in times like this one, it's so helpful. It's a story when he goes to the movies, and as he entered the venue, he sits down to watch the movie, and he starts watching on the screen, and then he starts noticing that in the screen there's reflection of some images, and everybody around him start to get really anxious and fearful, and people screaming, and they're screeching and holding their chairs, and they're panicking. As that is happening, he turns around and looks back, and he sees that from this projector, there's a light that is being projected into the screen. And he tells God, God, I know that all of this that is being projected on this screen is nothing but a cosmic picture show. I know that is just an illusion. I know that deep in my heart, but how can I let people know that everything that is being projected in that image is nothing but an illusion? So God, in his infinite wisdom, tells Yogananda, tell everyone to turn their awareness, their attention within and go deep into the beam of light. That perhaps has been my mantra during these times of uncertainty, during these times where we're experiencing the current state of events. So to look within, to look deep into the beam of light, because ultimately everything that is being projected outside is nothing but a cosmic picture show. So with that, I want to share these 7 pillars I have come up with to maintain that balance throughout these moments we're experiencing. First pillar, and one of the most important, all of them are important to maintain the balance, but crucial in this first pillar of well-being, breathe. Not just breathe, but be aware of your breath. Be aware of how you breathe in. Is it shallow? Is it deep breath? Maybe allocate some time, some spaces to do some breathing exercise, or simply if you have a chance to commune with nature, to go out in nature and walk and breathe fresh air, to keep that circling, to keep that moving. So be aware of your breath. Your breath is the language of how the body receives the biofeedback of the environment. So if your breath is shallow, if your breath is choppy or stressed, that's sending a biofeedback to your immune system, lymphatic system, nervous system, that you might be in a place of danger, flight or fight, which weakens your entire system and makes you more vulnerable to outside entities. So very important to breathe. Also, just exercise. Right? Keep your body moving, keep the energy flowing. If you're at home, you can really go anywhere. There's so many options right now online where you can do a yoga class, you can dance, you can do anything that creates that sort of like physical activity to maintain that strength, to maintain that balance. Most important, to keep the energy flowing so it doesn't get stuck. It doesn't get in that place where we start to build up the stress and tension, and only weakens our own systems. So breathe, exercise. Make sure that you create space for meditation. Meditation is just a little break into the noise, that inner voice that doesn't shut down and usually goes in the same loop. So to break from those habits, to create space, which also simultaneously is going to help you to elevate your own vibration. So to create space to meditate. If you're not familiar with meditation, very simple. Just take 10, 5, 20 minutes, morning, nighttime, to sit down quietly, find a space where you can be at ease, at peace. Maybe just sit down, close your eyes, try to align your back and your neck so they're straight, so there's a good flow of energy and you have a good posture. And you can close your eyes and simply pay attention to the natural flow of your breath. Just pay attention to the natural flow of your breath. And of course, you're going to drift away, you're going to start having conversations, you're going to engage in that inner voice. And the idea is not to try to control that, but simply, and something I use, is like observing a bird that is flying in the horizon. You can just observe how it slowly, gradually disappears in the horizon. And so you keep coming back to pay attention to your breath, and that can help to break that flow of thought, that habitual way of thinking. So find a space to meditate, to enjoy quietness, silence, and centeredness. Your diet. Your diet is essential right now. Try to eat foods that are healthy, rich, that have antioxidants that can help you maintain a good balance throughout your system. Lots of water, lots of anything that has sort of like alkaline components, seaweed, anything that has a lot of that sort of electricity, minerals. So take a lot of that. Ginger, turmeric, which is a very powerful anti-inflammatory. It's very good to add right now to your diet as well, because ultimately a lot of these illnesses, diseases are just inflammation. So turmeric is great for that. It's a natural remedy, something you can use. You can add to your tea or your food, so many ways. So diet's crucial. And also within this first pillar, which is also very important, is gratitude. Gratitude, just to take a moment and look around and see how blessed you are, see how lucky you are, and connect with those things that make you feel grateful. That even just gratitude for the time you have right now, maybe to take a little break, to be with the family when you don't have a chance. So gratitude is so essential in this moment. Second pillar, try to invest your energy in creative ways. If you like to paint, if you like to write, if you like to read, there's so many ways to be creative. You can be creative in your garden, you can be creative in your house, or you can simply write on your diary, write down what your emotions, what you're going through right now, let it out, let it circulate. Use that creativity so your mind, and most importantly, you are not locked in that place of worry and fear and wanted to every 2 minutes find out what's going on in the news, and just use the creative energy right now. It's a wonderful time to be creative, and that creative energy is the complete opposite from being in that place of fear. Because when you're in that place of fear, you only get weaker, and when you get weaker, you only get more vulnerable. So again, outside entities can enter you in an easy way because you're weak, you're vulnerable. So try to strengthen your energy, but be creative. Third pillar, maintain your connection with your loved ones, with your friends, with your community. If you can't physically connect, there's infinite ways right now with technology that we can connect with others. We are by nature social beings, so it's so important that we maintain those connections. Also to know that you're not alone, and if you find in those conversations that you or the person you're talking to, they're in a space of fear and a space of worry, is very valid in this moment. To honor that, to honor whatever emotion you have. There's no good or bad. It's just acceptance. It's just welcoming. It's surrendering to those emotions, and very important, very therapeutic, very healthy to maintain those communications, to maintain that connection, even just for fun, for joy. There's many friends, I hope so, in your life, or family members where just by listening to their voice somehow uplifts our spirit. So maintain those connections. Number 4, cultivate compassion, cultivate empathy, cultivate gentleness, not only for you, but for everybody, for those around you, especially for those who don't see the same way you see things, for those who have different beliefs. We all have different life experiences. We all have different understandings. You might think this is it, this is the only way, and this is what's happening. But to be open, to be flexible, to be kind, to be compassionate, especially with those who don't share our point of view. Also, to be very compassionate, very empathetic with those who are right now suffering directly from what we experience around the globe right now. So cultivate that compassion, cultivate that kindness, that empathy. Number 5, keep your life simple. Again, the world is slowing down right now. It's not time to get all busy and try to maintain yourself in a place of like, I need to produce, I need to do things, I need to do. So try to just keep it simple, simplify to amplify. Number 6, if you have a connection with God, universe, intelligence, consciousness, whatever you call it, this is a very crucial time to align with that. Align with that source, align with that intelligence, align with that God energy. It's crucial that we tune in with that energy, with that source, with that wisdom, to understand beyond our mental, analytical capacity, the gift of this moment, to know that there's a reason why everything is turning the way it's turning right now, and to be in that place where we can lead from wisdom, we can lead from love with that understanding. So very important that right now we tune in with that energy, with God, source, intelligence. As we tune in with this source energy, rather than be in that sort of reactive mode where we blindly react to everything that is happening, everything that the social media is posting, everything the news is saying, which is only harmful and not beneficial most of the cases, it's important that we tune in with that source, with that God energy, with that universe, with that wisdom, so we can be at a place of ease, and a place where we can be more assertive, where we can be more calm. So our actions come from a place of wisdom, not from a place of despair. And finally, number 7 of these pillars is to keep your peace of mind And to keep your peace of mind, practical things like, how's my environment right now? It's my house feels clean, organized? Does it feel like the energy is flowing? What about my finances? Are my finances in place? Do I feel okay and comfortable and at ease with the way my finances are? Maybe it's a time to look into that. And if they're not, maybe just to have a vision how from now on you're going to try to create that sort of balance. Also, very important that we follow right now this social sort of norms. Depends on your city, your country. We all have different norms too that we can follow, and that way we can help not only the ones that we love, but everybody. If we can do simple stuff that it can help others, so we can, as they say nowadays, flatten the curve and minimize the risk. So however we can be intelligent and the basic stuff to minimize any risk for ourselves and for others. So just try to be open, be flexible, and follow the simple steps. It is indeed at times like no other, at least in my experience, and these times are times of great opportunity to shift, to expand, to grow, to elevate. We've been faced with something that none of us have been faced before. So it's for each one of us to go through these moments with ease, with centeredness, with calmness, leading from that place of love, so we can come to the other side much better human beings. I wish for all of you and all beings without distinction to be safe, to enjoy real peace, and to enjoy real happiness. Thank you for listening. These are the 7 pillars to maintain balance during these times. I have no doubt that this will soon change, and hopefully we can all look back at this at a period of growth and expansion. Much, much love to all, much light. Keep on serving love.